My boyfriend cheated on me with 3 girls, but I got revenge, with a maid costume that he wore. I met my high school boyfriend Daniel when I was in 9th grade. Back then, we were both chubby dorks, obsessed with anime, and we had a pretty instant connection, even though we only got together in 11th grade. Still, I was super happy to be in a relationship with Daniel, and there were a lot of moments where I thought about marrying him and going super long term. In senior year, we applied to all the same colleges so that we would be able to stay together, but earlier in that year, Daniel started hanging out with a different group of guys. They were your stereotypical puke eye necklace-wearing F-boys, the heartthrobs of our grade, and, well, they turned my unathletic, anime-loving boyfriend into a total stud. I was ecstatic with the change, and I even started going to the gym with him. However, I started my fitness journey months after Daniel did, so I was still a little chubby and soft, and Daniel hated that. He started complaining about my appearance excessively, saying I was too ugly, too fat, too flat to be a real girl. To this day, I'll never understand why Daniel didn't just break up with me. I know that there was a point when he genuinely loved and cared for me, but for some reason, instead of treating me with an ounce of respect, he went and cheated on me. 3 times. First, with my sister, who was in college when it happened. Then, he made out with my cousin Samantha at my own graduation party. And the absolute final straw came when I saw Snapchat stories of Daniel hooking up with my best friend. At this point, I knew 2 things. 1, I had terrible friends, and 2, I needed to finally end things with Daniel. So, I did. Here's the thing, though, we had still planned our futures together, so Daniel and I were still going to the same small, artsy college and the same business school within it. In other words, I wasn't actually escaping Daniel by breaking up with him, I just had earned a little break from him over the summer. However, right at the beginning of the summer, my TikTok feed became filled with glow-up tips and whatnot. I figured that going to the gym wasn't changing my body as fast as I liked, so I decided to actually try and glow up like Daniel did. Cue way too many exercises, detoxes, and even subliminals. However, a month in, I'd found a few things that actually seemed to be working, going to the gym, using some special skincare products, and, weirdly enough, this bee pollen supplement, which freaking changed my life. And I won't gatekeep that last one for my other flat girlies out there. Basically for all 3 months of summer vacation, I took a supplement called Grow My Girls from BeVitality.com, because even though I was losing weight and gaining muscle definition, my chest was flat. And losing weight just made that more obvious. So, after taking the supplements every day for months, which was supposed to increase my estrogen production and give me a more mature figure, your girl went from being a double A to a proud C cup. And all this meant that by the time I had finished my first semester of college, things had changed. I was hot, I had actual breasts, and most importantly, I felt confident. In my next semester, I intentionally found out what classes Daniel had so I could take them, and his jaw actually dropped when he saw me in his introduction to microeconomics class. But I wasn't the weak, lovesick girl he cheated on anymore, and I was in it for revenge. I was playing the long con, so I acted like everything was normal between us, even flirting a little here and there, and I gave him more than enough signals for him to soon ask me out again. Obviously, he did, and I accepted. This time, though, I had a plan. See, Daniel's college friend group was exclusively frat boys, and not the friendly kind. These dudes were merciless, would bully anyone over anything, and I was determined to make Daniel experience the same helpless isolation he made me go through when he took my sister, my cousin, and my best friend away from me by cheating with all of them. So, as things progressed with Daniel, I convinced him to do a little role play, and convinced him to dress up in a way too frilly made costume for us to use in bed. Usually, he would have pushed back, but, well, thanks to Grow My Girls had grown and Daniel would pretty much do anything I asked of him in bed. So, after he agreed, I had my college bestie, who was much better than my high school best friend, arranged to have those frat boys throw a surprise party for Daniel. They even stole a copy of his key. So, I was in his room, fully clothed, dressed absolutely normally, stalling the F out of Daniel while he wore the outfit I insisted on, until his ruthless friends walked in on him looking like he was cosplaying as a girly maid. He even had makeup on. Instantly, there were pictures being taken, videos being recorded, and guys everywhere laughing. At once, Daniel was trying to play it cool, saying that he was doing this for me, but I just looked at the cameras and loudly said, "What do you mean, babe? You were the one who asked to do this kanky maid roleplay thing. Though, yeah, it's a little too weird for me. Sorry, haha." His friends were dying on the floor at this point, and I just removed myself from the situation, only to break up with him over text, and it's been weeks, but I hear Daniel has been turned into the absolute butt of all jokes. Somehow, the story has spread across our small campus, and now everyone calls him the Maid Man. I've even seen him crying over it a few times, but, hey, he just got a taste of his own medicine. Now, I'm dating his frat boy ex-best friend and having the time of my life with my rocking body and great boobs that he, in a roundabout way, encouraged me to get in the first place. Take that, Daniel.